Gentlemen, it has been some time since I made my last video, but today I want to talk about something that has been bugging me for quite some time. A lot of people right nowadays, they talk about being there's two sides of things. The first type is saying that you don't need money, you can be happy without money, you can be happy without all of these things, and it's not necessary at all. And another side of spectrum of people are where they say money is important, they want to drive a Lamborghini or all sorts of things like that, right? So there's these two very conflicting sides of people, where one embraces absolute wealth and everything, and the other one embraces legit simplicity and nothing else. Simplicity, something like that, yeah. So my take on things, I'm not saying either one is right or either one is wrong, but my take on these things is that it is perfectly normal to want to embrace the simple things in life, and it is perfectly normal and acceptable to want to pursue all the wealth that you want to get your hands on in life. There is no right, there is no wrong, right? Everything is correct if you do it ethically and it is what you dreamed of or dreamed about. Everyone has. That's why I always tell people, right? I always tell my friends, there's so many type of sports, right? Why are there so many different type of sports? Because everything has something they like, right? A girl that you find extremely attractive and pretty could appear ugly or mid to your friend, and their girl or the girl that they find attractive, extremely attractive, probably a 20 out of 10 for them, could appear a mid, maybe a 5 out of 10 for you. That's because everyone has different views in life and everyone has different interests. And so I want to break the stereotype about how people always say, right, that oh my god, I think he doesn't have money, I think he's sad. Oh, he's very rich, I think he's very happy. Or he's very rich, he probably leads a very miserable life because he's very rich. The stress that comes with being rich. Or let's just stop all of this, right? If your goal is to be rich, then work for it, right? Don't shame people who are trying to be rich, right? Don't shame people who are trying to be rich just because you are lazy of putting the work that is necessary or that is required in order to achieve your goal, right? Don't shame anyone else who is doing their very best to achieve their goals. And at the same time, don't shame anyone for not being rich. Some people have their own struggles. Some people have their own timelines. I know some people say, some flowers never bloom at all or something like that. But everyone has their own timelines, right? Probably, okay, let's give two examples. Probably individual A was rich at 25 and individual B was rich at 40. Right, everyone has their own timelines, and if you would argue that sometimes some roses or some flowers don't bloom at all. In other cases, right, we can say some people got extremely wealthy when they were 10. Some people got extremely wealthy when they were 15 years old, right? When they were 15 years of age. So let people do the things that they like, provided it's good and morally correct. And let people just have their own timeline. Let them pursue their life. We don't need to shame anyone. We don't need to shame anybody for pursuing what they want or trying to live the life they want. If your goal is to be living on the mountains together with your family, and you have a few goats, a few cows, and you just want to live that quiet life, well, by all means, go for it. There's no point shaming anyone for wanting to live that life. And at the same time, the same thing vice versa, right? The same goes for people who want to drive Lamborghinis and all of this. There's no wrong in wanting to achieve that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lead that sort of life, right? Everyone has their own way of living life. So respect everyone and let everyone live how they want to live their life. There's absolutely nothing wrong, because what I see a lot these few days nowadays, what I see a lot is that people like to shame others. Like I just saw a reel a few days ago. I mean, it keeps popping up, but it goes something like along the lines of like something like our goals. Okay, what goals used to be driving a fast car, having a pretty woman, pretty girlfriend, and then buying the best watches, going on the best luxury trips, and then now where people like to just live at home and they want to just go to maybe Norway, Switzerland, or New Zealand, or Iceland, or all these sort of countries, and they just want to live peacefully, right? I mean, I can accept that, and people have their own goals, but stop shaming anyone and everyone for what they want to achieve. Everyone has their own life, everyone has their own goals that they want to achieve. Never shame anyone for what they're doing. And as long as you are putting the work that is required to achieve your goals, to achieve your dreams, you're pursuing your goals as much as you can, you're teaching yourself to become as powerful as you possibly can, then don't look down upon yourself, right? It's not going to do any good. Looking down upon yourself is not going to do you any good in the long run. Be proud of who you are, right? Be proud of who you are. Know that you put in the work that is required. Know that you put in the effort that is necessary. Just be proud of yourself, right? Don't look down upon yourself. People can look down upon you, but it's not up to you to decide, right? It's up to you to decide whether you want to be happy today or you don't want to be happy today. And most of the time, you should be happy, right? Unless, or in another case, if you knew you could be doing more but you were slacking off, don't beat yourself up about it, right? Don't beat yourself up about it, but you should reflect on that mistake. You should reflect on why this happened in the first place, and after reflecting, tell yourself and make sure that you don't repeat the same mistake again. That's pretty much how you should approach life, right? Life is a continuous improvement of yourself. It's like a game, it's like a journey, it's like a character, right? It's a journey. When you are playing example, any game, right? You're the main character, and throughout the game you slowly go through this battle and that battle, and sometimes you lose some battles and you have to repeat that boss battle again and again and again, but eventually you're gonna win it, right? You just gotta keep proceeding and keep improving and keep pursuing again and again. There's nothing wrong with doing any of it. There's nothing wrong with failing. The only thing that is wrong is if you fail and you stop there, right? If you fail and you don't pursue anything anymore, right? Some people, once they had a failed attempt with a girl, right, then they just give up completely on all girls, right? They don't want to talk to any single girl. They don't want to do anything at all. And that is in my opinion an approach in life that is not correct at all. Right? Say for an example, you were to play a game, right? And there are 10 different levels to the game, level 1 to level 10, okay? You're stuck at level 2, and because you couldn't win level 2, you just gave up completely, right? You just didn't want to touch the game anymore. Then forever you'll be at level 2, and there's so much more beauty to the game that is between level 3 all the way to level 10. And just because you felt it was hard and you didn't want to continue the game, you were stuck there in level 2, and you couldn't get to see, and you didn't get to see the beauties that the game has to offer you, right? That's why I figured out, not really figured out, but this thought constantly pops up in my mind, right? That we have to constantly upgrade and level up ourselves, but at the same time, don't shame anyone else, because you wouldn't want people shaming you for doing your best, right? And if you're doing your best, right, you wouldn't want people to shame you. You wouldn't want people to laugh at you. So why would you laugh at people's goals? Why would you laugh at people's dreams? Maybe this person's goal is to just drive a Toyota for his whole life, okay? Maybe another person's goal is to drive a BMW for his whole life. That's maybe his definition of success. That's maybe his definition of happiness, of achieving the wealth that he wants. And if this is it, then so be it, right? You don't have to shame people for achieving what they want. Maybe some people's goals are to just drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and they want to have 20 cars in their garage, and you don't have to shame people and say, rich people are greedy or what. No. If they worked hard for it and they earned the money, you can't say people are greedy because they worked for it, right? And that's why I want to say today, right? Don't shame anyone for anything that they do. whether it's morally upright and it's the correct thing to do, right? If not, don't shame anyone for any goals that they want to achieve in life and the effort they're putting to reach or attain that goal that they want. It's not feasible in any way, it won't benefit you in any way, and it's not helping the society in the long run. It's not helping anyone in the long run. So I just hope everyone understands this, and to put yourself out there and fight as hard as you can and clear all the levels in your life so that you can achieve the goals and the dreams that you want. But at the same time, don't look down on anybody, don't pick on anyone, don't shame anyone for trying to have different goals that are different from you, right? That are not your goals. Don't shame anyone for having that. And just live life nicely, stay kind and help people. That's about it. And yeah, take care and talk to you guys soon.